Well, hello. Hello. How have you been doing? Oh my goodness, we are now in spring in the northern hemisphere, a time of new beginnings, of blossomings. We are about 11 hours away from the new moon that is about to happen, our first one in this spring season. And we have been getting blasted with solar activity. It has been so intense, so intense. Excuse me, I forgot to plug something in. So yes, it has been really intense. And I hear from a lot of people that are going through some really rough things right now. And one thing that's really great to keep in mind is that a lot of people are under a lot of pressure and stress, and these times are really remarkable, unlike anything we've ever seen before. And it's really important now more than ever not to take anything personally and to just let things kind of roll off our backs, so to speak, as much as we can. And it is okay to allow ourselves more quiet time, private time, meditation time, all of those good things. We are going to enjoy a fire ceremony. Here I am, fireside. And as we do that, I would like to open up sacred space. And as we begin to open up sacred space, I would first like to honor and acknowledge the ancestors of this land. I am on sacred land known as what we call O to B, and the ancestors of this land, my spirit guides, have been so instrumental in helping me to create this space in order to share with you. And so I would like to honor the Washishu and the Numu, who are the ancestors of this land, as well as the other tribes of Nevada and of all of the indigenous peoples of all of the continents and all of the cultures. We have indigenous wisdom that comes through so many traditions all around the globe. And I would just like to, in this space, honor all wisdom as worthy. Okay. And let us welcome the directions, the winds of the four directions. So, we welcome the winds of the south. Sachamama, great serpent, beautiful water boa, come. Wrap us in your coils of light. Teach us to shed the past the way that you shed your skin, to live softly, heart to heart, belly to belly, on our Mother Earth. Come, teach us the beauty way. Aho. We welcome the winds of the west. O Tarango, Sister Mother Jaguar, come. Protect our medicine space. Show us a way of peace, courage, impeccability, integrity, the path of the luminous warriors. And you who walks the rainbow bridge between worlds, show us we are more than our bodies. Show us the way be death. Aho. We welcome the winds of the north. Sewa Kinti, royal hummingbird, great journeyer, come. Teach us your ways, the ways of traveling thousands of miles without a plan and perfect faith, of tasting only the sweetest nectars of life. Grandmothers, grandfathers, ancient ones, come. Warm your hands by our fires, the fires of our hearts, our dreams, our desire, our destiny, our passion. We honor all the generations that have ever been and all of those to come, our children's children. Aho. And beautiful Mother Earth, Pachamama, sweet goddess, original goddess, sweet Gaia. We have gathered for the healing of all your children, stone people, plant people, standing people, four-legged, two-legged, cutie crawlers, the fin, the furred, the winged ones, all of our beautiful, cherished relations. We are so honored to be one in the web of life. Aho. Inti Tata, Father, Son, Mama Kia, Grandmother Moon, Atun Cheska, beautiful star family, Yepanapakunas, the sacred mountains. All our angels and guides, we welcome you into this space, to guide our words, our wisdom, our ways. Archangel Michael, we ask that you circle the perimeter of our spaces. Allow only the most beneficent and altruistic energies and beings to be here with us. Offer us a space of respite from the struggles of daily life. Help us to feel free of our burdens, if even just for this few moments. And Tixley Tesawerocha, great spirit, great mystery. You have 1,000 names and faces, and you who are the unnameable one, we are so honored to sing and dance the song of life another day in these beautiful earth suits to serve as channels for source energy here on earth. Aho. And with our hands to our hearts, honoring the scope and breadth of the journeys that we have been on, how remarkable it is that we are in these times, how far we have come. And maybe sometimes it feels like we're not far enough, but we are always right where we need to be in order to align with our sacred paths. And we all have a sacred path. And I want you to really feel into that you are just such an amazing being, and you have so much to offer in this world. And there are so many who need your gifts, your light, your way of being, and your life absolutely matters. And even on the days when it feels like things are very heavy and it's hard to kind of pick ourselves up and go, just know that that too is part of the evolutionary process. And we will have days that feel like a struggle. And Lord, I know it too. But, we can just kind of let ourselves be gentle when we need those times. We can allow ourselves and take it a little slower that day, allow for a little more spaciousness, or to give ourselves whatever it is that we need to feel like we're more supported in the world. And so part of the intention of this fire ceremony today is to really honor the bursting energies that are here now, and how we are preparing ourselves for growth spurts. And it may feel like it's been many, many months of kind of incubating. I know it has been for me. It's been about 6 months of feeling like I've been in a little bit of slow motion. And I feel really ready now to create new things, and felt like the ceremony that I had planned for myself would also benefit others. And so that's why I'm here sharing what I was going to do for myself anyway. And so I'm going to light some sage. And if you have some by you, you can do the same and just kind of clear. I have already cleared this space, but I just wanted to offer you a little energetic cleansing. And even though we are not right next to each other, maybe you can allow that the intention and the energy of the smudging is coming through for you. A theme that has been coming up for me is really around healing the core wound of unworthiness, or a sense of not being enough. And I know I'm not the only one in the world who has been through layers and layers of that particular healing. And about 6 months ago, I went through another catalyst for really getting to the core of that wounding for me. And so I felt really called after 6 months of deep grieving, after losing my mom and having some relationship changes in my life happen at the same exact time, and really feeling into how some of the conditioning that I received throughout my life had really contributed to me feeling unworthy in the world and worthy to be myself, which on the surface of it, it seems like absurd, right? How could we not be worthy to be ourselves? And yet there's so many people in this kind of chaotic, hectic, sometimes harsh and dysfunctional world that we live in. And that's a reality too, along with all the beauty and the magic and the joy and the bliss that we get to experience as being, human. But it is really challenging. And there are a lot of really challenging components to this world that we live in. And we have all received messages in our lifetime that have conditioned us to believe that we're not enough or not worthy. And so I offer this prompt for you to feel into the messages that you received, especially in your early life, and where those messages came from. And perhaps you have some noble friends in your lives, some, maybe a supervisor who seemed to be picking on you all the time, or a partner who never seemed to really be able to settle into letting you be yourself. Or, I think about some of the really strong teachers I had in my life were people who supported me and then at some point did not support me, and how that felt like almost like a soul level betrayal. And I feel like that is a really common theme, and especially in our spiritual journeys, it happens so often that we can have that sense of betrayal, or somebody letting us down, or feeling abandoned. And that can open up space to do a whole level of deeper work than we ever really wanted to do. But that is absolutely so essential. So if you feel like you want to take some time to really feel into that query, who are my noble friends or hard teachers, or the people who conditioned me in some way, whether intentional or accidental, to feel like I was somehow unworthy of being myself in the world. And if you want, you can pause this video and allow yourself to just take some time with that query. And I have created a special prayer bundle to offer my noble friends, my sacred teachers, to offer them to the fire, to free them and to free myself, and to absolutely honor the wisdom that I've gained and the lessons that I've learned and the great strides that I have made on my path as a result of all that we experienced, and to fully honor them and set them free so that I no longer have a sense of concern about how they're thinking of me, or I of them. And so that we can all be free together. So if you would like to just blow your intentions to release those people as well into this stick, you are welcome to do so. It can go. And I'm going to go ahead and feed those to the fire. So you just see how beautiful that fire is. And we also have our little spirit helper here, Sun Bear. Oh, I don't know if I could get him in there. Oh, there he is. There's Sun Bear. So beautiful work, beautiful work. And we have a couple others offerings for the fire, because the new moon is such a powerful time for setting new intentions and allowing ourselves to come into a space of fully allowing the gifts and the blessings of the universe. And before we do our intentions, I just want to make sure that we all have a chance to clear energies that we have been feeling in our space that have not been serving us. So it could be worries, concerns, fears. It could be habits or patterns that we've been repeating that we're just really ready to release. It could be sorrows. It could be relationships that are no longer serving our higher path. So just feel into your heart. Is there anything that feels calling to you that you are needing to release into the fire? I'm going to hold up the stick, and when you're ready, you can blow your whatever you're releasing into the stick. Beautiful. I'm offering that to the fire as well. Okay. Now, what are you feeling called to burst in to being in this spring energy? What kind of beautiful blessings have you been wanting to receive? What are you wanting to co-create with Spirit? There's so many beautiful opportunities in this world, and the world is shifting so much. So I've been really reminding myself of how the world looks so differently than it did even a few short years ago. And it's time for us to be willing to make changes in the way that we do things. And so I know for me, I am happy to be here on this little peak at the foothills of the mountain, and to look out over the skyscapes and to interact with nature, and to just be really happy on my own in my meditations and my prayers and my hikes and my, and then in teaching and having that life. But I could be really happy to have just a really small circle and have a very quiet life. But I feel really called to share that life with you, to open it up a little bit and do things like I'm doing today, so I can allow you to have the benefit of being in this life as well. So, so feeling into whatever it is that you're calling in for your life. What kind of adventures would you like to have? What would you like to create? What would you like to experience in your relationships? What does intimacy look like for you now? What are you ready to embrace more of in your life? Whenever you're ready, you can blow those into the stick as well. Beautiful. And we make that offering. We have one more offering to make. And as we settle into that space, I just want to let you know that in creating the sacred space here for us today, I have charged it with so much beautiful Reiki energy. And I've also added Stargate energy, which, if you don't know what that is, you can look at the website, the StargateExperienceAcademy.com. And they have wonderful guided meditations on there that you can download for free. I have some on my Facebook channel as well. And I'm just feeling into this potential for deep healing by this fire and with these supportive energies here for you. And one of the things that's important to remember is that the healing that you embrace for yourself contributes to the healing of all that is. So it's so remarkable to feel into our potential. So we know that our noble friends or challenging teachers were merely expressing their own woundedness. And so we have basically a perpetual cycle of intergenerational trauma. And that is definitely more so for, especially for communities of color. And I think that pretty much all of the human condition can relate to that on some level. And so a lot of people express their wounding in ways that are really challenging and for people around them. And I know I have made my share of mistakes in my life where I wish I could take a lot of things back that were said poorly or in poor timing. And it is part of our journey to learn to forgive ourselves for that, because nobody ever said we were supposed to be perfect. We all made that up. And life is for me, like Earth is like a school. And we're here to learn a lot of things to help evolve our souls, whether we feel like we're from Earth or from beyond in the stars, as I do. And there's a lot of things that we forgot when we came into these Earth suits. There's a lot of things that we learned that were not correct. And this is a journey really of getting ourselves clear and getting clear about who we are and our sacred gifts that we're here to offer. And the wisdom that I'd like to share with you is that your sacred gifts are divinely bestowed upon you, even though there were many teachers that came to help you to integrate those gifts back into this lifetime. But you are absolutely worthy to carry your gifts, to share them in the world, and to be the light that you're here to be. And you are that light. It may not always feel like it. You may be so used to yourself that you forget how magnificent you are. But I just want to reassure you that I know you, I see you, and I hold you in so much loving compassion for your journey on Earth and all that you've been through. So our final offering, and this one is a prayer for Pachamama. So whatever our prayers are, and I'm going to kind of start us off, and my segue around your healing, contributing to the healing of all that is. I feel like on these times on our planet, there are so many portals that are open to us for different avenues we can follow. But I feel like at this point in our journey on Earth, we have got to shift our consciousness to be more earth honoring, to be more loving and supportive of all of life on this planet. And so it is my sincerest dream that we all learn to embrace peace and harmony and love and joy, and treat the earth and all of our relations with sincerest respect and honoring, compassion and love, that we learn to embrace joy and live together in more harmony and peace and community, a sense of community and family and kinship and mutual support. And we have a long way to go to fulfill these dreams, but I dream them with all my heart every single day. I share these prayers for the greater good of all of us. And so I'll blow my prayers in. And you are welcome to share yours. Thank you. We'll offer those to the fire. So maybe just breathe in. Breathe in the beauty of the ceremony. Breathe in the surrendering of your prayers and dreams to Spirit. Breathe into the release that allows space for more and more of the beauty of your soul to express on this. Fabulous. I just want you to know that you are going through a fantastic metamorphosis, transformation, a transmutation, that all of the energies that are bombarding the planet right now are contributing to that as well. And so just know that it's not an easy time. It's not an easy time with the tension on Earth, stress, the conflict. And it's not an easy time inside of us because we are sort of mutating, transforming all of those wounds that have been with us for such a long time. And it is no easy task to be humans right now. But as you've heard many, many teachers say, this is a time that we signed up for, that we actually volunteered and we were chosen. There are so many people who wanted the earth suit and didn't get it at this time, but you have one and you are spirit embodied. And you have such remarkable gifts that you came here with. And that is why you were chosen. And sometimes it may feel like you're really far removed from those, but just know that there is a divine timing to everything. And your gifts awaken on a schedule that is not just for you, but that also reflects the readiness of the world around you in order to be able to receive what you have to offer. And so it is for us to just really feel into the divine timing and allow it to be without trying to push it. Because there's really no value in trying to rush things and exhausting ourselves, which we can definitely be prone to doing. Well, maybe only me. So just know that you are right where you need to be, and that whatever transformations you are going through will serve you and serve the greater good. And that you can just trust and relax and focus on learning to love yourself. And I don't mean that in the way of like, you deserve to have this or that indulgence, because that's not real love. And that it can be something that is exactly right in the moment because we are humans and we're enjoying the human experience. But think about your soul growth and the things that really, really feed your soul growth and that really, really light you up are the things that have much more meaning and that really, really allow you to shine and really allow you to feel a sense of accomplishment at the end of the day. And so what those things are, like taking care of this beautiful earth suit that you have, that as you do that more and more, as you elevate your own vibration through the foods that you eat and the exercise that you do, and through the healthy relationships that you experience and express, and through the joys of living, of having time with nature, of meditating, of doing breath work that allows you to clear energy and embrace more spirit. There's so many things. You know what you do. You know what you do that really makes you feel good in the long run. And they're usually the things that don't come with a shame attack afterward, because that definitely doesn't serve us in the long run. But you know that you're worthy of that love. You're worthy of that investment in yourself. So feel into your dreams again. Feel into your dreams that you blew into the stick, the offering for the fire. Feel into them as if they have already happened, and you don't need to know how they're going to happen. Just feel into the energy of them already manifest. Feel into yourself and the direction where you're going. The path of your soul, your spirit, your heart, your beautiful heart. And let the joy in your heart be a beacon for you as you make your choices day by day. And know that you are worthy. You are worthy of these dreams. You are worthy of that and so much more. And Spirit has a way of giving us only what we're meant to see. So perhaps in your path, you can only see 1 or 2 steps ahead of you. And just know that that's enough. All you have to do is feel a strong resonance in your heart to know the one next step to take. And the rest will be revealed in divine timing. Because there's so much overwhelm that can come from seeing too far down the road. And so we're protected in a way. But all we need is just this one step, and to feel it in our heart, to feel the alignment, to feel the clarity, and take that one step, and then the more will be revealed. And you can trust yourself and trust in that, and trust in Spirit, and trust in this world. There's a lot of miracles that are not making it into the daily news. And there's a lot of fear for sure. But there's also a lot of beauty in this world. And part of taking care of ourselves at the soul level may involve letting ourselves absorb some of that beauty every single day. And so, thanks be to the spirits of the winds of the 4 directions, Mother Earth, Father Sky, the ancestors of this land, all the angels, archangels, ascended masters, star families who come through the Stargate, the spirit of Reiki, all of the healing frequencies on planet Earth that she has seeded for us and that are blossoming on the planet. Thanks be for all of these wonderful gifts and for the sense of community and the sense of family that we can share. And so I invite you to share this video with anyone you feel may need this healing. And I am so grateful to your beautiful heart for being here with me, for joining me this day. And I pray and bless all of your inspired heart creations and your sacred path and all your sacred gifts. I'm so honored to be here on this journey of life with you, with all my love, all my heart. I love you.